With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
Welcome, race fans, here tonight for another exciting racing here at Freaky Fast Broadcasting, as we're happy to bring you tonight for the first time Dirt Renegade Racing League here at the Freaky Fast. That's right, this is the first time of us calling some dirt track racing other than oval, so we much appreciate everybody tuning in here tonight, as these guys are going to be getting ready to take on Lernerville Speedway, 0.37 mile clay oval track here, and it's going to be a fun race to throw a little bit of mud, throw a little bit of dirt, see what we can get going on here tonight, as I also going to have company here tonight up into the booth. Here I'm going to have Zach Hall accompanied up here in the booth. First time he's going to be calling some dirt racing here tonight with Freaky Fast.
Yes, sir. Good to be here, Robert. Getting a little dirty right now, getting some dirt thrown around here, a little dusty here at Lernerville. But man, I'm excited tonight to learn some things and watch some great racing, because this track is wild just from what I've seen. These guys are right around the rim of the top, and you can see there's no back straightaway wall, so if you get a little too high, it looks like you may be going off for a ride over there through the grass.
Well, there's more than grass down there, I believe. I think there's some trees down there too, so I definitely don't want to hit the trees because then that's just going to end your night.
Yeah, very quickly, and we got a lot of racing going on here too. Like we got a bunch of heats here. It looks like we have 6 heats here tonight: a D main, a C main, a B main, and then we have our 40 lap feature there to end it. So it's going to be a wild night of racing here. But I'm excited to watch these guys go at it because we know how dirt racing can get. It's some of the best racing out there. So.
Most definitely, most definitely. I'm excited. This is the first time here at Freaky Fast, like I said earlier there, Zach. First time for us calling some dirt racing. So just bear with us as we learn the names, car numbers, and basically the lead drivers. But to give everybody a heads up out there that's watching us here at 7:30 here for these 305 cars, after this race is over, completely over, we will go offline for a little bit, and we will be back live again at 9:35 as they will be taking on the UMP mods to finish out the night here at Freaky Fast. So make sure you tune back in and watch these guys. You know, I believe it's the same guys. Don't quote me, but I believe it's the same guys going to be out on the track. But we might see some new faces too. So.
Yeah, you know, the most interesting thing, if it is this same group of guys here, Robert, which I'm expecting that to, but don't quote us there. But yeah, if it is the same group, it'll be interesting to see how the speed carries over. You know, maybe someone from the 305s isn't as you know, as good in the dirt modifieds. So it'll be really interesting. The other thing is we're going to have to watch how this track progresses as it does carry over, I believe, from every session. So it should, well, actually it goes back to actually when we have the warm-up before the feature, it will reset to a slight usage. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're starting off with a clean track here in practice. It will clean off when we go to qualifying, and then from there it should carry over from every heat. So it'll be interesting to see how this progresses. I imagine that the line tonight will be right against the top of, you know, right up on the cushion against the outer groove, but that's something we're going to have to learn here from watching this, and but that's what I'm expecting. But it'll be interesting to see if I can make that bottom to middle work. I think if it's going to work, it's probably going to be early. From the dirt racing I have done, it seems like the bottom and middle is the place to be early, and then the groove moves up from there. But also the rubber lays down too, so in this dirt you can see these like almost looks like black ice out there on these patches of dirt. So it's going to be wild. It's something me and you definitely is something we're not used to. So I'm super excited for this.
Right, well, and then that too, you know, as we're watching Edwards come around here from a good old state of New York there in the number 8, how far do you keep, you know, migrating your way up the track until you get to that point that you don't want to go, like you said, you know what, you don't want to go up over. I mean, so, you know,
yeah,
eventually you run out of grip.
You're bringing that up, Robert. I was just sitting here riding along with our fastest man in practice so far, who is Blake Depinette. He actually just got a little too high there and wanted to, got over that cushion, and he actually flipped and slid out into the grass out there, so out in 1 and 2 out there. So yeah, I mean, it shows how on the edge you are, and there's really no wall to stop you from, if you do jump that cushion, you know, there's no wall to stop you. So these guys are gonna have a tough time tonight keeping it right on the edge to keep it going fast, but that's where you got to be if you want to be fast, right up against that cushion. So it's gonna be exciting. I think we're gonna have a lot of surprises with what happens here tonight as it comes down to the real crunch moments of the race. So I'm thoroughly excited as we got about 4 minutes left, under 4 minutes left here in practice, and then we'll move into 5 minutes of qualifying where these guys get 2 laps, and that will set up how they place in the heats. And then from each heat we have 6 heats from there, and the top 3 finishers from those heats will move on to the feature.
10-4, all right, yes. I'm just looking some stuff over here, so I do apologize. Chance, thanks for the like. Donnie, thanks for the like. Cody, thanks for the like. Alan, hey, what's up, man? Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoy the show here tonight. Both shows, as we got, like I said, we got a double header here tonight. So there's a lot of dirt racing going on here. We're going to be slinging some mud. Hopefully it doesn't rain, but, well, rain would be good, actually.
Well, we better get our tear-offs ready. Because
right.
we ain't going to be able to see nothing, but we ain't got those ready. So this is gonna be awesome. And You know, and also to start off at this track, I've never ran laps here at Lernerville. Actually, just bought the track actually last night because really just haven't done much dirt racing really on iRacing. Personally, I'm terrible at it, but
Yeah, you don't want me out there.
you know, a very like cool track here though. This is something I didn't expect personally. I knew, you know, in iRacing we had a track that didn't have the back straightaway wall, and in 3 and 4 there was no wall in 1 and 2 also. There's just the front straightaway wall at the dirt track, and I didn't know it was Lernerville till yeah, now I know which track we're at, and this is going to get even more exciting. So definitely awesome. And I believe later tonight in the dirt modified we're going to be at Kokomo. I believe that's what it is.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
And Kokomo's well,
That's
all of these are really world famous dirt tracks
that's a
that
mixed
iRacing has. So. Yeah, right.
Every time I hear that name, I think of a mixed drink. I don't know. So, but all right.
You know, the biggest thing, Robert, from this practice session I've seen so far is just how the track's changed. I've been sitting here for these past 20 minutes just watching and trying to learn a little bit. And man, has the track just evolved. Like,
Yeah.
the dynamic track in dirt racing, you know, I'm an oval type guy, so in the asphalt type world, our dynamic track right now is broken technically with the new tires, but this dynamic track is so impressive how it moves the dirt and just lays the rubber down on top of that. Once it starts to get down to the really you know, once you move most of that top dirt layer off. So it's impressive to see this track change like this. I can't wait to see how it happens during the heat races and such. So
You can see the track starting to get really, really shiny out there.
yeah, and that'll just continue especially as you go through these heat races. It should change a good bit here and just slicking off. You know, it's interesting to see it's mostly slickened off up top in the middle. So I'm wondering if that bottom does have any grip, as it is kind of that, it's got that darker color to it down there. But most of these guys are running right up top because I think that's where they know they're going to have to be. But if you want to pull a slide job off, you're going to have to use that bottom. So hopefully I get to yell slide job at some point here tonight.
Oh, you'll get to use that word.
I'm sure a few times.
Yeah. It'll be a slide job. Hopefully don't hit somebody else, but all right, well, we got about a second to go here, Zach, and we're going to get ready to rock and roll here tonight. And I'm going to try to remember all the sponsors here tonight for this league is Lucky Shitty Designs. We also got Mississippi Designs. Not Designs. Mississippi, what is it? I do apologize. I should have got the logos out. That's my bad. I'll work on that.
Yeah, we'll work on that definitely, and Robert will get those to me too here, and we'll make sure we get those guys.
I thought I sent them to. I guess I didn't.
Did you know, I will check.
I don't think I did. I don't think I did. But all right, well, we're getting ready for qualifying here. See what these guys can put down here. We also got Outlaw iRacing sponsor here. I got the little logos up there on the right hand side, so we'll be able to see.
And this practice session will be or not practice. This qualifying session will be interesting. You know, it'll place you in what heat you're in pretty much. So you know, the first heat's going to have a pretty clean racetrack. So we'll have to see how that, you know, how that starts off. But and then it progresses to the final 6th heat there. So
you can definitely see the difference in the track.
Oh yeah, this is 0% usage, so this is a clean track. No cars have run on it yet, and these guys are about to go in qualifying. They're gonna have probably the most grip they'll have all night.
Well, we'll see who can put it up on the pole right now, as we got Brandon up here in that 73. Right now, he's put down a 14.553.
Yeah, and he picked up a little time there for qualifying. Most of these guys have picked up a little time from practice, which they may have done those laps on a little bit more of a used track, of course. So, you know, they were to pick up that time. As Jacob Todd goes to the top of the board with a 14:51. Not the fastest time we've seen the night there on Blake Depinette. Does one of the fastest time at a 14:48. So he has placed himself on provisional pole for the moment.
Well, so far it's looking like he's the guy to beat right now.
Yeah, and just watching Blake, he had that right rear tire up on the complete limit of where you could put it. He's definitely out there putting it to the limit. So good lap from him there. A little less slower than in practice, but right now he's the only man in the 14.4s category. As Blake sits above Jacob and Brandon here for the top 3.
Watch Philip here in that one. Right now he's showing 14.6 right now in 10th position. See if he can improve on that lap time.
As he comes out of 4 here. I believe he's already completed his laps, so yeah. So he's just getting some practice laps pretty much. I mean, he's got time. He can just continue to run out here. This is a good plan in my opinion. Just got to just run some laps. If he didn't feel like he couldn't get enough practice there in practice, so this is some extra time to run some laps.
Why not?
That's true.
Take things to advantage here. Here's one of our sponsors' cars in the 15, Austin. He's running one of the sponsor paint schemes there.
It looks like
17th.
the only car qualifying is Adam.
Yeah.
Homerding.
Homer. That's
Homerding.
Homerding. Homer, Hingini, Hamada Hamba.
I will go ahead and say it's going to take me a few races to get used to the last names. I will get them right, and don't worry about it. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I butcher last names all the time. We don't have Brian Johnson right now, our last name expert here.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll make the later race. He's actually building his race car right now, technically. So
yeah, he's doing an oil change in his.
Yeah, he had to do an oil change in his system, but
new motherboard, oil change.
Yeah, right. It's a big oil change, but yeah, right now it looks like everybody except for David Moore in a 99 has put down a time. So I believe it looks like with about 25 seconds left here in qualifying, Blake will be your pole setter here tonight in that 21. So backing it up from practice and ran the fastest time. So we will see him in Heat 1 on that provisional pole.
That's right. Okay, and also everybody, if you don't mind out there, don't forget to hit that share button and follow button on Facebook. Hit the bell button so you don't miss any of the action here tonight at Freaky Fast or in the future. Same on the YouTube side. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up, smiley, heart button, all that stuff, as Facebook really loves that stuff. The more you smash it, the more it grows, and it actually does help the leagues out and helps the broadcasting out here. So don't be bashful. Hit us up. Hit some chat here as we're getting ready to go into heat number 1 here, and we got Brandon Clark out there spelling your first name wrong.
Yeah, he said I'm terrible with names. Just kidding, Zach, but he spelled my name wrong. It's a H, Brandon. K, not a K.
He does it every week.
But it looks like we're about to move into Heat 1 here now, Robert. We got 10 305 sprint cars in this heat here. And it looks like Blake Depinet will start on the pole with Randy Shrevez starting second. Lance Heinberger maybe is starting third. Philip Lockey starting fourth. Alan Lieber starting fifth. Edward Kochbergers. I'm sorry, Edward. They're starting sixth.
Let's do the first names.
Yeah, Anthony Mossbacker is starting 7th, Jacob Reeves starting 8th, Tim Felkner starting 9th, and Dalton DeRoja starting 10th. So those are your 10 guys in Heat 1 here. 3 move on to the feature, so we need to keep eye on that battle for the first 3 positions. Those are going to be the key positions here to move yourself onto that feature and not have to go through one of the D, C, or B mains here.
8-lap shootout here, so oh man, this is gonna be exciting. Buckle them down.
See, that's the thing about this racing route. We're so used to oval racing with the asphalt side of things, where it's such a long race, you got to be patient. That's out the window here. Dirt car racing is 100% full bore racing. You got to get it while you can. So these guys are about to go out as that pace truck pulls off, and we're about to go green flag races. They take off.
Oh yeah, dirt action here. Freaky fast, baby.
Gonna be awesome. Look at these guys go straight to the bottom. You're gonna have actually a few guys there touch in the back. Looks like that was the 55 Anthony Washback there touching the I believe that was the 20 or no. Yeah, the 097 of Dalton DeRosa who got hit there. But Blake Depinet taking a sizable lead here, going into 3 and 4 to complete lap 2 here. The battle for third though is raging. As you got Lance Heimberger, he's all over the back of Randy Shrevez.
Oh, and we have a car just went right
Oh,
off
we have
the
a car
track.
flipping. That is the 4th place man to Philip Blocky. Oh no, in the 1 car, he's got to pull her back up off that hill. That is a gigantic hill there, and he's gonna have to hopefully get over here before we get our leader here coming. Blake's coming here. He's gonna get her back up to speed, but it looks like he might stay from going a lap down. But the battle for second raging on Randy. Going to the bottom here in that 56, trying to get around that 9 of Lance. He's gonna slide up in front. No, not enough. The run off the top is too much. What racing we got here so far? Side by side for that second position, Robert.
Wow.
This time by too, they'll be coming to 2 to go as Blake is going into 3 and 4. He has put Philip a lap down here. So Philip, who was battling for a transfer spot, will now go lap down, and we'll have to look to go through one of the mains here later tonight. But you see, wow, a couple guys off track.
Transfer spot is back here with Randy right now and Edwards. He's got a good demanding lead right now over Edwards.
And that's a white flag lap there. So Blake going off into 3 or 4. He will win this heat. It looks like Lance Heimberger will come home second, and Randy Shrevez in that 56 will come home third. And those are your 3 transfer spots up to the feature tonight. These guys will get to sit around and watch some racing here till the feature starts up here. So good job on those top 3. Edwards just so close in that 8 and 4th there, only a couple seconds back. Started 6, so moved up a few positions, but he can take that and move on to one of the mains here later, and hopefully he can move on as we're getting ready to go straight into heat 2, Robert.
Right, let's bring up the starting grid here for heat number 2, Zach.
All right, yes sir, we had the man who qualified second here. We'll start on the pole here for heat 2, Jacob Todd in that 95. Followed on his outside will be Victor Earl Jr. there in second. The number 4 car of Jesse Hare will start third. Corey Austin will start 4th. 5th will be Brandon Kerstetter. 6th will be Adam Homerding. 7th will be Alec Carberry. 8th will be Tim McCollum. And then your 9th place man will be Dennis Frazier in the 118. So these guys are going to get lined up here for this second heat. Remember, the top 3 move on from this heat, transfer to the feature. So that third position, first position, and that second position are very wanted by these guys. This is going to be epic. Remember, only 8 laps. So these pace laps will be a time where my heart's pounding, Robert. I'd be pretty worried.
Worried? Why?
Well, I got much. I guess these guys aren't worried. I mean, this is their home. You know, this is second nature to them. Me watching this is such adrenaline-packed racing that it's amazing to see these guys sling these 305s into the corner and just right around the outside and just rim ride. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know I've tried it multiple times. I don't got the knack of dirt. Love dirt racing, but it's just not my. What
Pace truck is off.
What they say, forte.
Green.
Green's out as that 95 Jacob takes off there. Gets a great jump there.
Great start. Yeah. You took the words out of my mouth, Robert. What a jump there, and that's what I think something we're going to see continue tonight is that first place car that on the inside has such an advantage on these restarts. But man, the racing behind him, Robert, is getting wild. Oh, we have a car spinning there. That'll be the 922 of Brandon Kerstetter. Oh man, he actually started there in that 5th position, so that's going to knock him out of transfer position, hopefully, or unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. There's Jacob Todd has built a decent lead there, Robert. You got Victor Earl Jr. there in the second. in that transfer position with Jesse Hare, who started, I believe they're in third. So your top 3 starters have held on to the top 3 positions so far. But Corey Alston not far back in that 92. Can he make a move for this 3rd position to move on to the feature?
We're right in the cockpit, and you can see the 3rd position right up in front of him here, Zach.
You see a lot of these guys using the bottom, Robert, and that's something I figured would be used pretty early. And look at the top, it's the top of 3 and 4, and a lot of guys are going down low in 1 and 2. So interesting lines. Not really anybody using that top groove yet in 1 and 2 I've seen yet. Nobody really pushing the limits of it.
Well, I know Corey Alston, and that 92 is catching Jess.
He is digging. He is definitely digging right now. But he's got limited time, Robert, and we come into the white flag this next time by.
Does he do it or not?
As these laps click off, yeah. Can he get the one off the top here?
It just looks a little loose coming out, like a little wiggly, like he's losing all his momentum coming out.
Yeah, he's running a little different line here as the white flag is out here, but doesn't like he's going to be able to get to Jesse, as Jesse will hold on to that 3rd position. So your top 3 finishers will be Jacob Todd, Victor Earl Jr., and Jesse Hare. They're moving on to the feature as your top 3 finishers here tonight in heat number 2.
Congratulations to the top 3. They sit back and grab a cold one and take that helmet off and, spectate a little bit.
Yeah, and I did say there would be 6 heat races, Robert, but due to heat racing, they have the 6 races due to the amount of drivers who show up. But heat 4, 5, and 6 will be skipped. So this will be our final heat, and then we'll move on to the D main from there. Okay. So this will be our final heat of tonight. So heat number 3. And heat number 3, we have our starting grid here. So on the pole for heat number 3 is Brandon Surrett starting first there. Shane Yates. Oh, looks like Brandon. I think Brandon missed the grid as he actually did disconnect. So it looks like Shane Yates will be on the outside, but that'll push Marshall Easling Jr. up into the front position there on the inside. So interesting stuff here. As the man who qualified 3rd will not start on the pole here for heat number 3, but Brendan Morgan will start 4th. Landon Capps will start 5th. Austin Strange will start 6th. Travis Rucker will start 7th. 8th will be Casey Flegel, and then the 9th position rounding out our field will be Justin Stevenson. So some drama here early, Robert. Maybe Brandon will be back for one of the mains here because unfortunately for him, he missed this grid here. So it looks like
unfortunately
Marshall will lead us to green.
Could be internet connection problems too.
Never know. Yeah. Pace truck, I believe, did pull off.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Marshall Easling Jr., who would have started 3rd here, he has got the benefit of starting out front now. He's took it to the lead, but look at that battle. You got Brendan Morgan in the 07 on the outside, but look at Landon Capps. Oh, he tried to pull a big move on the bottom. Did not work, but they're side by side for the lead up front. Oh man, the 07 of Brendan, the 11 of Shane Yates there touched. That pushes Shane Yates back, or Brendan back there to 4th. That puts Landon Capps up to that 3rd spot for the transfer position. And I actually believe we had a car go off the track due to that. It was Austin Strange. He got knocked off the top of the line there as Marshall continues to lead here to complete lap 3. What racing we have here?
I was gonna
Can Brandon get back?
I thought I seen somebody go flying off.
Oh, and someone else there in 5th there, Travis Rucker. He flew off in 3 and 4, just a little too much. But look at Landon Capps. He's going for the slide job. Oh, and he takes out Shane Yates. Oh no. Oh, that was, oof. That was not the prettiest move there, but Shane Yates is probably not the happiest about that, I would say. As Landon Capps moves himself in that 2nd position, that puts Brendan Morgan up to that 3rd, so he does not have to make that move to get back into the feature. Looks like Marshall will take here 2 laps to go. But Brennan's not giving up. This will give him a better starting position for the future if he can get himself up into second. That's what these guys are fighting for, that start position.
Yeah.
Here's we come take the white flag.
White flag is out.
Looks like your top three are pretty well safe here, as Justin Stevens will move himself up into fourth after starting dead last in the season. So good job on him. With Casey Flegel finishing fifth, and Marshall Eastling Jr. will win that heat though, and move himself onto the feature. With Brendan Morgan actually made the move on landing caps there for second. So Brendan Morgan moved himself up to second, landing caps third. So those will be your top three from heat number 3, and they will move on to the features. I believe now we'll go straight into the D main.
Yeehaw!
That's right.
All right, I'd like to say to everybody, I can't keep up with all the likes on the Facebook side of things, but everybody that's been hitting that like button, thank you, much appreciated. Too many names, but no, we are going into the C main here. It looks
C
like.
main, yep. So it skipped the D main, so we'll have a C and a B main here.
All right, okay. As we're waiting for everybody to get on the track here, bring up the grid here for the C main.
Yes, here it is, as the 922 of Brennan Kerstetter. We'll start on that provisional pole there for the C main. On his outside will be Travis Rucker in the 83. Starting third will be Philip Locke in third. The 09 of Tim McColeman will start fourth. Fifth will be Austin Strange. Sixth will be Tim Felkner. Seventh will go to Dennis Frazier. Seventh is Brandon Surrett. And ninth is Jacob B. Reeves in the 91 machine starting ninth. So we got 9 guys here. 6 of them move on. So top 6 will move on. So we'll have 3 guys go home. This is your last chance here. There's nothing after this to save you. So the guys sitting out, looking out right now are Dennis Frazier, Brandon Surrett, and Jacob Reeves, which don't believe Brandon Surrett or Jacob Reeves are here. So looks like Dennis, who I believe he reset to the pit. So it looks like,
yeah.
do we only have 6 cars here? Or we have 5?
We have 5, so everybody's gonna advance.
So it looks like Dennis will even move on because he actually gridded, so he will technically be in that 6th position. So
right
here's this is interesting here. These guys right here can use this as practice and get a little warm up, but it also will affect where they start in the race. So you do want to get the best position you can here, as we'll do one more pace lap here.
10-4, one more pace lap.
Brandon Clark.
I was just reading over on YouTube side. John just says racers and their dang last names.
They got yeah. That is one thing I always worry about. But here's the pace start pulls off.
12
green
laps.
flag should come out soon.
Green flags out. C main 12 laps. Like we said, we're just watching, see how these guys run, learn something out here, and enjoy it. So
yeah, so they should move on here, as Brandon Kerstetter will hold on to that lead. But it looks like Philip Locke, who started third there, he used a good chunk of the bottom to move up into second around Tim McColeman. It looks like Austin Strange will try to get up into that 3rd position here. So he goes to the bottom of 3 and 4. Big move. Oh, and they touch a little bit. Can he get it done here though? Can he get the good drive off? Side by side as they go down the back straightaway again. Austin looks like, I think he'll get it done here in 3 and 4 as he slides up in front of Tim there in that 09. Yes, he does. Gets himself up to that 3rd position. That'll help his starting position for that main feature here tonight. Out front though, still Brendan Kerstetter with Philip Locke.
it's amazing these lap times. Top 2s ran 14.7, 14.7.
Yeah, it is really, really cool to see how, how close dirt racing is. It just, you seem to never get away from each other really too much, and you always got someone hunting you down. So we'll have to watch as we go. Oh no! We have one guy go off Tim in the 09. He got a little high in 3 and 4, man. That is super wild about this racetrack. You can just get a little bit high there and you have nothing to protect you from going off.
Right.
But I can say he didn't take no damage, so that is one good thing. As Philip there trying the bottom in 3 and 4, he says, I want to try to get this lead here so I can get me a better position for that feature.
8 laps in the books right now of 12, and it's got a not so far of a gap, but just they're both running about the same lap time. So I don't know. If I was Phillips, I would try to do maybe a different line.
Yeah, that was really last lap. He did try that bottom. I think that's where he lost a little bit of time. He moved back to more of the upper group, running 14.7s, which these top 3 are 73 up front, 77 in second, and a 70 in third there. So Austin is actually looking like your fastest man at the moment. He actually got a little high there on X and got a little bit of a little love tap with the wall on that right rear, but should be all right there. As wow, second place man there, Philip 59. He found something that last lap. If he can replicate that 14.59 every time, he may be able to put some pressure. As we took the white flag here though.
Yeah, I noticed he went down low. He changed his line, and he's taking it in low and then sliding it out.
You can see leader Brand there. He
will
come
into the wall.
to the win here in C main and get that win. So Brandon in the 922 will take the win in the C main, with Philip in the 1 taking second and Austin in the 13 taking third. But it looks like, I believe. Oh, actually, so the beam. Oh, okay. So this, see, this is something this is something that Zach didn't know very well. Is that you go straight into the B main after the C main. So those guys actually were racing to get into the B main, as you can see. So those guys who just finished first through 6th there will start 11th through 16 here in this B main, as it's a 15 lap, and 15 guys will move on. It looks like we have 16 people who possibly grid though.
Alrighty. Alright, well, we'll bring up the grid here. We got Edward starting there from New York, starting first, and then we got Corey Alston in that 92 is going to be starting second. Excuse me if I try to butcher people's names, but Justin's going to be starting third in that 23. Fourth is going to go to Anthony. Fifth is going to go to Adams. Can't say his last name, do apologize. Casey is going to start 6th. 7th is going to go to Allen. 8th is going to go to Alec, okay. Alec Cranberry. I think I said that right. And then we got Shane, going to be starting 9th. And 10th is going to go to Dalton. 11th is going to be Brandon. I'm only seeing his first name, so I don't know what his last name is. And then we got Philip starting in 12th. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing their last name on a couple guys. So
then we have Austin Strange in 13th, Tim Felkner in 14th, Tim McColeman in 15th, and doesn't like Travis Rucker gridded, so I believe all these guys should move on if the 15 move on. So it looks like we had 15 grid. So these guys again can use this as I would say a practice session, just to learn and get a better position for the feature. So this should be wild here. 15 laps, biggest field we've seen on this track so far was 15 cars. My heart's pumping.
well, Phillips should be enjoying this. He's getting a lot of practice in that one.
Definitely. He's and I mean, he was looking really good in that B main or at C main. So about to see here as the pace truck pulls off. We're about to get a green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is out. Here we go, beating and banging. Woo, baby.
Corey Austin to the bottom, can't make it work. Edward will pull away from the top in that 8 machine and hold on to that lead, but man behind them is getting wild. Robert at 23 of Justin Stevenson tried a big move there. Oh, we got some wrecking in the back here. Looks like Dalton DeRosa, he got the worst end of that deal there. He'll put him back in about 14th position here. But the 8 of Edward Kochenberg's, oh, a little mistake there, but Corey Austin will get a little ground on him there, as Anthony in the 55 will move up into 3rd. But from there on, 4th is where the battle begins. The 16 of Alec moves up into that 4th position as Casey Legal Just a little bump from his competitors there in that 5th position.
Oh,
Shane Yates moving into 6th.
Yeah, we got battle back here with Shane, Brandon, Phillips, and these guys are all over each other.
All going at it, yeah. I mean, you had Brandon win just that last C-main. I'm sure he wants to get up here a few positions, get himself a better starting position.
We have a lead change.
Oh, we do. Corey Austin to the lead. I think Edward might have made a mistake there because I did hear a little bit of a crunch. Oh no, Corey just pulled a gigantic slide job on him for the lead. Yeah, and he did run to the back of him actually on the exit, so that was how the lead changed there. But Corey Austin with the mega slide job to take the lead in that 92. Oh, you have a few cars off track here. Looks like Brandon, oh man, the winner from the C-main in there in the 922 will take her off track.
Ooh. We have Shane ran right in the side of somebody. He saves it in that Popeye machine.
Out front though, it seems like Corey Austin's starting to pull away a little bit from the competition here. That 92 machine.
And you see
battle for 4th.
Everybody's moving up the track now.
Yeah, that's 16 Alec trying to make himself in the 3rd. I think he will get it there around the outside of Anthony. The 55. Good move from him. You see the dust around this racetrack with all these cars, man. It's like a tornado around here of dust.
We're almost
about to complete lap 11 here, so it'll be 4 to go, Robert.
You can see, man, that 15 car, sponsored car is, I believe, is that it? Who is that?
15. I don't believe.
No, we don't have a 15. There's somebody right beside Anthony there. You can see him coming out of the corners, and that thing is just swaying. Who is that right behind him there?
I believe that's the 05 of Allen.
Allen, okay. Yeah, you can see. Just watch how he comes out of the corner here, Zach. He's getting in pretty good. It's going through the center and coming on the outside, but you can see it. Look how that thing just sways.
Yeah, you know, I would say these things really probably aren't meant to go straight. So, you know, they probably don't drive the greatest down the straightaways. So, wow, they're racing though. Phillip there battling with the 13 of Austin. And that 1 and that 13 going at it for 6th and 7th there. As the lead continues to grow for Corey Austin, man, what a run he's putting on here.
Ooh, and we got
in 3rd. Oh, we have a car flipping.
Oh, he's over
That's
top.
That's the 05 of Allen. Can he get spun over around? I believe that was, that was the end anyways right there. So
yeah, he's still sitting at the start finish line, but it don't matter. All right, now we head into warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to say again, thank you everybody out there for tuning in. We got great viewers out there on Facebook. Much appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that follow button and subscribe button on Facebook, and you can also don't forget to hit that thumbs up smiley if you like what you're seeing, you like the broadcast, let us know. Like to see the thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I give these guys out here on the track a thumbs up, man. It's been awesome. Is Corey Austin, who won that heat there, Robert, or not heat, should I say, the B main there, he will be starting in 10th. So that's what winning the B main will get you there, is starting 10th in this feature, as the top 9 guys have been sitting here waiting around for these guys. So these guys are out here getting some warm up as they watch some good old racing here for the feature. And we'll have 40 laps. It's going to be super wild.
And yellows do are you know, we do have yellows,
right?
But yellow laps do not count, I believe. Correct?
I believe in dirt racing. That's how that works. Yes.
Yep.
So right now, also we got to think about this. The track did have somewhat of a reset. It went to 10% usage instead of 0, like a normal reset would be. So yeah, we a little different than what we had in the C main, the B main, and the heats from before that carried all over. But through these 40 laps with all these race cars on here with 24 cars out there on the racetrack, this track's going to change real in a hurry. You're going to see that line move, I think, directly to the top pretty soon. But I'm excited. Here is got about 3 minutes left of warm-up. Guys out here getting some good old practicing before this and seeing how the track feels. But man, oh man, with 24 of these monsters out here, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be a mouthful to keep up for us.
Yeah, most definitely. But also to let everybody else, like I said before, if you're just now tuning in here, tonight's race, we will be live again at 9:35 on Facebook and YouTube. So, you know, if you hit that bell button, it will definitely let you know when we, you'll get a notification when we go live, as these guys are going to be taking on, crap, what's the track again?
Kokomo.
Kokomo. You think I know that, but Kokomo with the LMPs, mods. UMPs. Did I say L? Yeah, I did say L. UMPs.
Not the Porsche.
Yeah, wrong car. I could see that on a dirt track.
Yeah, it wouldn't go very well. At least it's all-wheel drive, I guess.
Right?
I don't think it would do too well. But the UMP mods are out here. I've watched a few races, Robert, with the UMP mods. I mean, especially because you know, we've had some of the iRacing Fox Sports has been doing, and man, they've used the UMP mods, and man, those things look like so much fun. You can actually hit each other pretty. Not hit each other, but you know, you can lean on each other a little more than I would say you can with the sprint car. You know, with the open wheels type of stuff, you get your wheels caught and then people go a tumbling. So you know, with they do have open front wheels, but the rear wheels are covered. So
yeah,
it's gonna be epic to watch. And Kokomo is a legendary track, so I can't wait to watch some racing there, as it'll be the first race I've ever really watched there.
Yeah, me too. It'll be the first time I've ever called any. First time for us calling any kind of dirt racing there, so of any kind of car. So, but we got some more dirt racing coming up here later on this evening and in the future here at Freaky Fast. So, and hopefully we'll have our good old buddy Brian Johnson up in the booth
hopefully.
maybe tonight. If he does that oil change and gets that thing up and running by 9:30, I got to give the guy a props.
Yeah, same
I'm
actually.
telling you, because you flop out a motherboard and you put all the stuff back in it and get everything running back up in it, you normally run into an issue somewhere along
every
the
now
line.
and there.
Yeah, normally. There you get in there and Windows doesn't want to activate. Just new software.
That's never fun. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be interesting if our buddy Brian Johnson can make it up here, but he's actually, I would say, I won't call him a dirt expert, but he's the guy that definitely has the most knowledge about dirt racing of us up here, and you know, it'll be awesome to get him up here once he does get his oil changed.
All right, well, these guys put a new motor in here tonight for the future race here tonight. These guys are getting ready to grid, as we got Blake going to be starting on the pole here tonight there, Zach.
Yes, sir. Blake Depinet. He's been looking good all night. He qualified on the pole, Robert. Fastest in practice, starting first in the feature. He's going to be a tough man to beat, but Jacob Todd, he looked pretty stout also. So did Marshall Easling Jr. So these guys are going to have their work cut out for them, but guess what? There's 24 guys out here that everybody has plenty of shot here, because you never know what could happen with this type of racetrack. But if we want to, I guess we can start going through the grid here. As of course, starting on the pole is Blake Depinet. They're starting second beside him will be Jacob Todd. Third is Marshall Easling Jr. Fourth is Lance Heinberg. Fifth is Victor Earl Jr. Sixth is Brendan Morgan. Seventh will be Randy Chavez, or Shrevez. Eighth is Jesse Hare. Ninth will go to Landon Capps, and those were the guys that locked themselves all through the heat racing. 10th will go to Corey Austin, your winner of that B main race. 8th is Edward Kochtenberger. Alec Carberry will start 12th. 13th will go to Anthony Mossbacher. 14th is Philip Locke. 15th, Austin Strange. 16th will be Justin Stevens. 17th will be Alan Lieber. 18th will be Shane Yates. Tim McCollman will start 19th. Casey Flegel will start 20th. Dalton DeRosa 21st. 22nd will go to Tim Felkner. Brandon Kerstetter will start 23rd. And Adam Homerdink will start 24th. So, rounding out your field here.
All right, good job, Zach. Good job. You didn't butcher it up too bad.
I'm getting better, I think. The more I see them, you know, I probably get them wrong anyways, but, you know. Sorry about that, guys. Like I said, we'll get the last names better. It's just, my brain sometimes just doesn't click with last names, but, and the pronunciation of it. But that truck's pulling off, Robert. We got 40 laps here in this feature. I'm ready to get her going.
All right, let's get ready for the first time here.
Green,
Freaky
green,
fast,
green.
freaky green, freaky dirty green.
Yes, there it is. As Blake goes off into turn one, we have a spinner entering one. That is going to be our first caution. Wow, that was very quick, and that actually happened right there up in the front. I'm going to get
I
what
think that
car
was
that was.
Tim.
Let's see here. That was actually Lance there in the 9 machine. So what happened there to start the race off? It looked like the 63 kind of got up into him there of a Marshall, and that would net code inside of him, and then from there he just kind of got collected by the rest of the field there as they're coming into one. So unfortunate for Lance. That's a tough way to start it off for him, but I'm not sure how the damage works on these things, Robert, but it definitely has got some bent bars.
Oh, watching a slow-mo here, Zach, and you can see Tim in that 09. He was up over the grass, up over. he was all over the place. Oh
yeah,
man.
well, I guess you could say there isn't nowhere to go when it does wreck. There's a lot of place to go.
Right.
You go off to the side of the track, you never know. But here is, I believe we'll see if these laps count, Robert. I don't believe they do, but we'll see here.
I don't know. My scoring will
Actually,
put
they do. They do.
They do count?
Yes.
Okay, because my scoring will add one, take one, add one, take one. So I have to go by what you guys are saying, or what you're saying, because I'm looking at my scoring pylon and I'll get confused. I learned that last week.
Same. Same. We definitely learned that one last week. But yeah, these pace laps do count. So Blake right now is taking it in. Glad to try to get another good start here from him again, as he did a great job getting started. But yeah, like I said, that was unfortunate for the 9 machine, man. He started there in that 4th position. So did Landon Caps there starting 9th. They both have fell back, and Marshall Easling actually was given the EOL, I believe, for causing that incident. So a few top contenders sliding back already here through the back of the packs. Like I said, anything can happen here. As I believe maybe the truck lights are off. I believe that's how it works.
And Blake and Jacob are giving each other love taps. I wonder if that's friendly or if they're enemies. We don't know. Green flag is out. Off we go here as Blake's going to lead him down into turn 1 side by side. Behind him there for 2nd place, 3rd place as they're going to get shuffled out now. Oh, we have a car. Is that Randy?
Down in the grass. Down there, I think that.
Oh,
the 95 of Todd.
Yellow.
Jacob Todd. Oh, no.
we are under yellow again. As Jacob.
Oh. Got a little high, Robert, off of 4, and he over jumped that cushion. He got into the where the banking starts to go away. He just lost that right rear. Oh man, unfortunate. And let's go collect a few guys there.
See if we can catch Jacob here. Oh yeah, you see on the backstretch. Oh, and up over he goes, and oh man, he catches the whole field here in slow motion. You can see this everybody trying to get out of the way. Oh, now he's just a pinball machine, Zach. I mean, he's just nowhere to go. Short track racing at its best. I don't want to say at its best at this one right now, but it's that mean green goes flying through. But Man, there was a lot of vehicles caught up into that.
Yeah, that definitely hurt some of them 305s out there for sure. But yeah, just really, I mean, there was really nowhere to go for all them guys. You're coming off the corner, you're sideways already, and then you look straight, and oh, there's a car sideways in front of you. You can't, not really much place to go, and really from Todd's point of view, really Jacob's there. He just got a little bit high there and pushed that right rear off the banking. And man, that's all it takes. It's one mistake, literally all it takes, and top contender took it out right there. So very interesting to see. As you can see, Robert, the only two people who moved on from heat racing as the truck will pull off here are the top two. So interesting.
All right, let's throw some more dirt. Here we go. Blake gets a great jump again. Nice and easy, nice and smooth. Takes it down into the 1 and 2. Don't want to battle him. That 92 of Corey's going to look with, the one of, oh no, that's the 4. Wait, 1 or 4. Okay,
we got guys off track. Oh, we got some wreckers back there. Off 4 old big flips. First, it all started with the 05 Allen there. He got a little bit high, but I believe the 8 of Edward. Actually, Edward just went off track. Who was the guy? Justin Stevens. He went tumbling as it was carnage in front of him.
Yeah, you can see 2 cars getting off track here, and then there was just a checkup, and the 23. It's in the 23 of Justin. Man, he goes for a ride in turn 3 and 4. Up, over, sliding through the grass. And then you got the 8 trying to figure out where to go. He's way out in the grass. And, oh no, he still hits him. Wow. All right, well, that looks like it's going to end his night there, Zach, and Justin in that 23.
Yeah, at the moment he is towed on pit road right now, so, yeah, unfortunate. But also, dirt racing, I believe you get wave rounds to get yourself back on the lead lap. So, a few of these guys are getting some waves to get back into a better position. But so far, Robert Blake, he's been perfect, but everyone else behind him had some issues. And look at Corey Austin, who won that B main there. He's moved himself up from 10th to 2nd. So like I said, you can carry confidence over from those other races, and I think that's what you're seeing here, as these guys will get all double file here as the pace truck lights are off, and it will begin to pull off. Oh, actually, I believe we are going to extend this yellow here. Ooh. Maybe not. The truck pulled off still, but
I think the truck's going to come back out. I think
it should come back out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's just got to do a lap in the pits real quick.
Fuel up the gas tank.
And I believe these guys are actually going to slow down here and let him back by. So you'll see these guys here come to like a halt here on the back, or on the front straightaway, as we would say. As we just completed lap 15 of this feature, so only got 25 laps to go. So not much time to get stuff done, but that's plenty of time personally in dirt racing. You can get a lot done pretty quick here.
Sounds like a lot, but it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you said, not when it comes to dirt racing. You know, when you're clipping off 14-second lap times.
Yeah, it happens in a blink of an eye. Yeah. And really, because mostly we haven't got that many green flag laps so far. The track really hasn't changed too much.
Oh, I noticed that too.
You're seeing a lot of rubber being laid down up top, but not a lot of not as much as we've seen in practice. Definitely early to start this evening. As the lights come on, though, you can really see the rubber, though, as it looks just like some black ice out there. It gets slick, that's for sure.
And it says we're under green, but I think they're waiting.
I believe it'll be, yeah.
I think the 21 is going to lead them to the green here. As all right, now we are under green. We are now back green.
There's Blake leads us off into turn 1. I hear some crunching there behind. Oh, we got a big old pile. That looks like it was, oh no, the 9 again got unfortunately caught up in some other cars instances. Really looked like it started there, Robert, with I believe the 56, yeah, of Randy.
Yeah, you can see right there the 56. They both collide, and then they hit that Miller light here in slow-mo, Zach, and yeah, nowhere to go. You can see them just all smashing against. Oh, not sure who's in that Miller light, but he took a hard lick into the inside wall. The 26.
Yeah, he did. The 26
Casey,
there of Casey. Yeah. You know what really like happened was the 56 had a really big run there, Randy, and he just got in the back of the 09. And when he got in the back of him, he lifted to slow down to not hit the 09. It just shot that car back right when he hit him, and just had nowhere to go. He had 2 cars on his outside. So tough here. These restarts are wild, man. Dirt racing restarts are really crazy. As you can see, like these guys really be sending it. I mean, and you get so stacked up, and then you're restarting in the corner, and it's really wild.
Yes, I must agree. And just one little mistake, he got no time to react. I mean, it can, you know, like you said, we're coming from the oval side of things, and we're learning, and we do much appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to us. And if you have any pointers, don't be afraid to hit us up out there in the chat and let us know. The only way we learn is to know. So, even though we got to get our Soda Can Johnson back up here in the booth. Where you at, Soda? Where you at, Soda?
Where you at? He's gonna have a lot of frames to be looking at too.
Well, swapping out a motherboard actually sometimes shouldn't be painful.
Yeah, I mean he's just got to install a lot of stuff. Probably that's really the biggest thing is installing stuff back on.
You shouldn't have to do that either. You can just put a new motherboard in and go with the software. You know what I mean? Without reinstalling Windows.
Yeah, but he's got a whole new system. Everything.
Yeah, but he's already running. Okay, true. But all right,
like
well,
9700. Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Yeah. I'm totally off as we are back green here. As Blake is gonna send it off again here in turn 1. As of right now, it looks like no one has anything for Blake right now. There, Zach.
He's been solid on these restarts. Oh, we got a car spinning right there. He saves on the grass. What a save back there. The battle for second. Corey Austin. Oh no, that's a big wreck right there. That's going to bring out a caution there.
Corey just
Shane Yates and Corey Austin, they're coming together.
Big time. Let's go back and watch this in slow-mo here so everybody can see exactly what happens here with... Gotta find his name as everybody showed. Okay, here we go. You can see it all just building up with the 07 and 92 right there. See if we can get into Corey. Right here's Corey. Yeah, it's all started. Now watch this. Everybody's come flying in. Oh, the 16 just creams Corey. And after that, it's just nothing but carnage after that. This is a pile up all over the place, Zach.
Yeah.
And not only that, it starts throwing up all that dirt. You cannot see anything, as we all know. Because we are now under the lights.
Yes, the lights are shining bright here, Lernerville.
How about that, Martinsville? Got some lights.
That's true, got lights in Martinsville too. Now, is this the track that's really close to you, Robert? Because this is in Pennsylvania, right?
No, I'm near Warnersville, Williams Grove.
Williams Grove. Okay, yeah, that's right. You're near Williams Grove.
Yep.
This is in Pennsylvania too. I just noticed that.
Yep. Yeah, this one here is Warnersville's closer to me than this track.
Right.
But they're not too far away. But I've been down to Williams Grove multiple times. Seen a lot of Saturday night dirt racing down there.
It's awesome. I've never.
Yeah, well, I love dirt racing. The thing that I hate is wear dust masks because when I left, I couldn't breathe.
Right.
Sucking in all that dirt.
Looks like we got changed to a single file restart, but these guys are still double file. So
green flag.
Going back to green.
Oh,
Here.
we're going back green here. On lap 28 of 40. As Blake sends it down again. Oh, we got carnage in the back again.
Yeah.
But we stay under green.
Green here. as Jesse Hare there has moved himself in the second, with Brendan Morgan up in the third.
Yellow, yellow.
We are
Oh,
under
there's
yellow.
yellow.
The 09 of Tim. Spun it around. Go back to Tim here. You can see, oh yeah, he just ran right up underneath. Sorry, the 55 just ran right into him. Right up over his tire.
Yeah, and that's what you'll see at these open wheel cars. You touch tires and you hop. You know, you run up the tire of the guy in front of you. Very easy for stuff like that to happen in these open wheel machines. But Blake out front, he's been flawless on these restarts here. We're gonna complete lap 30 here. We'll have 10 to go here in this main feature. He could have a pretty clean race here if he can just continue to do what he's doing on these restarts.
Yeah, we haven't seen more than 3 laps here tonight, unfortunately. But every restart, he's looking good. He's looking strong. I don't think, to be honest with you, I don't think anybody has anything for him.
I think it's going to take a mistake from him, Robert. He's going to have to overstep the cushion or something like that to, I think, have a slip up. Or someone times the restart just right behind it and can actually roll up with enough momentum, and they can send it to his bottom into one. Maybe we could see a pass there and just a battle. But he has been very dominant on the restarts. As like I said, restarting first in these dirt cars seems to be very, very crucial.
Well, that we're going single file too, so Jesse's gonna have a hard time. He can't really do much except send it, send the mail going down into. Oh wait, are we single file or are we going double? Okay. He's gonna have to send it. Yeah, single file. As we're going back green here, he's gonna have to send it going down into 1 and 2.
Green flag.
He's got a good
look at Blake.
Start there, but Blake is gone, and Blake is gonna clear there 1 and 2. Jesse's gonna fall right behind him, and now he's got the 07 of Brandon right on his tail.
On his outside, yeah. Brendan there, trying to make the outside work. Okay, he gets a big run. He has to actually check up for Jesse there. Look at Jacob Todd, who, remember, he had issues earlier in this race. He's up to 4th, Robert. Started 2nd though. Won one of the heats earlier.
Yeah, he's got a fast vehicle out there tonight too, and you can see.
Also got Marshall.
Yeah. These guys coming up through the field here, running out of time with 5 laps to go, but he's definitely.
Blake is setting sail. 5 to go.
Yeah, I don't think anything, like you said. Oh, we got a change for 2nd place there. Brandon.
Yeah.
Morgan's going to take it over there from Jesse, and now we got that 95 coming. He's going to hunt down the number 4, Jesse. Looking on the inside.
See what kind of battle formulates here as Brandon Morgan moved up in the 2nd, but like I said, I have to see if Jacob Todd can make his way around and get to that podium positions as they're completing lap 37. So 3 to go. He throws the slider into 1.
There's your
slides up in front, gets a little bump. Here comes the run from the 1. He gets knocked out of the groove. Jacob Todd's going to move up in the 3rd, I think, here. Yeah, he holds on to that. That's a great slider there. Got a little bump from behind. Kept her going.
Yeah,
he's going to move himself up in the 3rd.
Little bump and run is good.
Oh, good run off the top there for Jesse. Can he make the top work in 4 here? Coming to the white flag. He does. He gets around the top of Jacob. Can Jacob slide back in front? He will not have to run here. Jesse's going to hold on to 3rd. Where's Philip? Here comes Philip around the top. Also with landing caps.
4-way battle.
Blake is your winner. But the 3rd place goes to Jesse Hare. 2nd goes to Brandon Morgan. And your 1st place man, who was flawless all night, was Blake Depinet.
All right. I'm not sure if we have anybody for post-race interviews, so if you give us a second here as we watch him take it down here, and he's going to put it up on victory lane.
Very nice. Very nice.
So let's see if we have anybody for post-race interviews actually in here.
At the moment, Robert, not yet.
All right, we'll
see what happens there.
All right, so what we'll do here, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we will bring up the unofficial results here tonight for these gentlemen here. And if we get somebody to hop in here, we will
we'll get to talk with him.
Yeah, give me a second here. Got to bring up the unofficial results here. All right, Zach, you want to run through the unofficial results here real quick while I
Yes,
keep
sir.
on Discord here?
Yes, sir, I can. So, first place man tonight, who was flawless on that qualifying on, leading practice, winning the pole, winning his heat, winning the feature, Blake Depinet. Great job on that 21 machine to bring home that victory here tonight. Second, we'll go to Brendan Morgan in the 07. Third, we'll go to Jesse Hare in the 4. Fourth, we'll go to Philip Locke. Fifth goes to Jacob Todd. Sixth goes to Landon Caps. Seventh is Marshall Easling Jr. in the 63. Eighth will go to Randy Shreves. 55. The 55 will finish in ninth there of Anthony Mossbacher. Lance in the 9s. That's starting fourth to have that first issue to begin the race. There will make his way back up to 10th in that 9 machine. 11th will go to Tim Felkner in the 20. 12th place will go to Austin Strange in the 13. 13th will go to Edward Kochberger or Kochsenberger. They will finish 13th in the 8. 14th will go to Corey Austin. 15th is Justin Stevens. 16th is Tim McColeman. 17th is Victor Earl Jr. 18th will go to Alec Carberry. 19th is Alan LeBear. 20th is Shane Yates. 21st, Casey Flegel. 22nd, Brandon Kersetter. And that will round out your field here tonight, the guys who started in the feature.
All right. Well, it does look like we have 2 vehicles that we can talk to. We have Jesse and Blake. So, all right. Well, let's bring up our 3rd place finisher here, Jesse, and we'll have an interview with them. Go right ahead, Zach. Oh, can you move? Or wait,
I believe you have to pull him. I'll talk to Jesse, though.
Okay.
Hey, Jesse, it's Zach from Freaky Fast. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, man. Well, you started tonight's feature race here tonight in, let me pull it back up, in the 8th position, and you're able to make your way up in here to the podium positions. Describe to us how your race went tonight, man.
Yeah, I don't know, not a lot of green flag laps there. I just kind of tried to stay out of trouble there, and was up to 2nd there. Got some bad restarts and made some mistakes there at the end, but yeah, I was able to hang on for 3rd there.
Yeah, that there at the end too really was most of the green flag laps that we got. You actually lost 3rd to the 95 there for a second. You're able to actually power back around his outside, so that was a great battle between you two there. One of the next questions I have really is, this track is very interesting, not having the walls all the way around it other than the front straightaway. And how does that affect how you drive it?
I don't know. Yeah, I was hoping I could stay on the bottom there for the rest of the race there. And it kind of gets tricky. You get up top there, but that's kind of where I had to go. If I wanted to get back to 3rd there, I had to go to the top. I just kind of figure I'd just hang on and give it a shot. But yeah, it definitely changes your driving when you have to run the top there.
Yeah, definitely very, very wild stuff there. Good racing between you guys there. Are you running the modifieds here at 9:30?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't run the modifieds very often. I run a lot of late model stuff. I really don't run the sprint cars. I run a lot of late models, but decided I'll give it a shot.
Awesome. Well, if we see you out there, man, good luck. But before we let you go, anybody want to send a shout to?
No, just Razor Edge Painting, my little painting company. David Moore and them guys for putting the race on. I recently got on their guys' team with Philip and David and some other guys there. They give them an opportunity to kind of work with them guys and see how it goes here.
Awesome, Jesse. Well, we'll hopefully catch you later, man, and you have a great night.
You too. Thanks.
My bad. I tried to move him.
It's okay. Yeah, I gotta get it set up. But all right, well, let's bring up our race winner here tonight. It's gonna be Blake. So we'll have a quick interview here with Blake, Zach. Blake, Robert up here in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
I got you, my man.
Hey, buddy. Well, what a race, man. You led basically everything out there, man. How was the race out there for you tonight, and how did the track feel for you?
I had a lot of fun tonight. I don't necessarily get to race as much as I want to. I'm a part of ISBC broadcasting over there, but
Right.
besides the point, anytime I can get behind the wheel of a wing sprint car, especially at Lernerville, I consider Lernerville one of my better tracks. It's just a lot of fun for me. The track was great. I like the bottom of 1 and 2, kind of like a reverse slider, and then a top of 3 and 4, and I I just felt fast tonight.
Well, you look fast. You look fast in practice qualifying. You looked fast in every session out there, man. But you really didn't have too many people battling for you, for that win. So overall, I mean, you should put on a clinic out here if that's the best way to put it at, man. But yeah, I know you're over there at the other broadcasting, and you don't get out there and to get much. So how's it feel to get behind the wheel here for tonight's race?
I had I mean,
Man.
I'm still race a good amount.
Okay.
When this season came out, Josh and I kind of looked at what we wanted to race, and it just happened to fit that tonight was one of them that I could race instead of call. But it's always great to get out and run with guys. I mean, Jacob Todd, he's one of my good buddies there. He started second there, and I think he got a little high coming off of 4, and it basically ended his chance at a top 3 there. I'm not quite sure where he finished, but
4th, 5th.
Yeah, he was coming. But
Yeah.
Guys like that are always fun to race with.
Yeah, 10-4, 10-4. All right. Well, hey, here at 9:30, we go live again here with you guys. Are you going to be running the UMPs, the mods here tonight, or no?
No, I won't. Well, we
Okay.
got to go and broadcast the Dirt Panda Stock Car Association tonight. Grove.
All right. Well, make sure if anybody doesn't want to tune in with us, make sure you go over and tune in with you guys. But you're gonna have a lot of action going on, on both spectrums. So there's gonna be a lot of dirt for everybody.
Heck yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations again here from Freaky Fast. But before I let you go, I see we have our second place finisher here. But before I let you go, Blake, does anybody want to give a shout out to, buddy?
Yeah, my list is unfortunately a little long.
Go right ahead.
Obviously, Ken Roos at Ken Skins Custom Paints. He did me a hell of a paint job. Simworks Performance built me a heck of a computer. Pierce Engineering, Pritchard Lawn Care Service. My mom and dad, obviously. My Uncle Trent. My grandma was watching. Gene Wolf Racing. And my good buddies Jerry Schweitzer and Jacob Todd.
10-4, 10-4. All right. Well, thank you to them, and congratulations again, man. And you get ready to go do your broadcast, and we'll hopefully catch you here on the track again very soon, buddy.
Heck yeah, man. Thank you so much.
All right. You're welcome. All right, Zach. Well, it looks like we have, that was our race winner here tonight, Blake, but it looks like we have Brandon Morgan here in the 07. It's going to be joining us here.
Yeah,
Hello.
Brendan, you got a copy, buddy?
I'm on. How are you?
Doing good, man. Well, you made your way up into the second place position there after starting 6th. Just let us know how the overall racing went for you tonight through the heats and through to the feature.
It wasn't too bad. The track was relatively good. Squirrely people out there. I wouldn't say I'm the best myself, but it was fun to get out there and get some racing done. What to do after work. Nice
Definitely.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, definitely. This is an interesting track too, with just the front straightaway wall really being the only wall around this place. How did that affect how you drive that top line around here?
Honestly, I try not to pay attention to it. You just try to come off a little lower than you want, and for the best, sometimes you sneak over the edge and it pulls you right off, but good tonight.
Definitely. Yeah, we see if you guys get a little too high tonight and get up out of that over that cushion and out into the hills down there. So
Yeah, it'll happen at this track.
that's for sure. It's definitely a wild one. But are you planning on running the modified race here in the next 30 minutes?
I mean, I got nothing else to do. I might as well jump in it. I didn't really plan on doing this until about 2 o'clock, so.
Awesome. Well, how do you feel about the mods? Do you run those often?
A lot. I'll do it for fun. I have no clue how to set them up or anything, so I just jump in them whenever it's something fun to do.
Awesome. Well, we'll catch you there, Brendan. And before we let you go for your third or your second place finish, my bad. Anybody wants to shout to you, man?
Thanks for setting this all up, guys. It's fun, get the people out here to find a lobby and race some competitive people. So, keep up the good work. I appreciate it.
Awesome, awesome, man. Well, we'll catch you in the next race, bud, and congrats on your second place finish.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Yep.
All right, that's our second place finisher there, Zach Hall. But all right, that's Brandon Morgan there from good old New York. But all right, well, again, congratulations to Blake for bringing it home here at Lernerville. But as we said earlier, we will be live here within the next about 40 minutes or so at 9:35. We will actually go live. After the intro, you'll start seeing everything around 9:40, give or take, somewhere around there. But all right, man. Well, final thoughts here before we get ready to set sail and get ready for our 9:30 event of a doubleheader here tonight.
Well, my eyes are full of dirt, my nose is full of dirt, my mouth is full of dirt, but I'm smiling. Okay, that's all that matters. We didn't get the most green flag racing really in those features, but man, was it enjoyable to watch though. Just, I learned a lot tonight. I learned that these things are wild and all these guys are crazy. These guys are on the edge all the time, man. It was really fun to watch. This track also very, very cool with not having the walls. Like, I knew I'd heard about the track before, but didn't really get to see a race around here. And man, does that put on the interesting effect to the racing. So, very, very cool to see. And man, I'm excited for the mods now at Kokomo.
Yes, I agree. I can't wait to go to Kokomo, and it's online internet racing. As fast as we leave here, the fastest we can hop into the plane and fly over and have everything set up within 40 minutes, we are good. But I want to say to everybody out there, thank you for tuning in the first time here at Freaky Fast. I want to say thank you to everybody who did give the likes and the follows and all that stuff on the Facebook and YouTube side of things. And don't forget at 9:40 to hop back in and watch these guys here with the mods at Kokomo and see how that kind of action-packed racing goes. But until we see you then, hopefully, if not, we'll catch you on the next broadcast. But we like to say here at Freaky Fast, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, guys.
far from here, focused on my own way, with a never looking back to those who lived in fear. There was nothing I could do, there was nothing you said that could make me realize